and you are looking live at Sold Out Giants Stadium, where today the 15-0 New York Giants are taking on the 0-15 Jacksonville Jaguars. Why the Jacksonville Jaguars 0-15? Because they suck, man. Welcome to the Gridiron. Anybody at all? Anybody at all? You want to spend a little bit of time with me here this evening? I greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. If anybody spends any time watching the replay of this, once again, guys, thank you so much. As always, thank you so much. I greatly appreciate it. Going to try to go about 30 minutes here tonight, as I always try to do. Anybody got anything to say? Just fire away, throw it in the chat box. I usually check on the chat box, every so often. So anybody got any comments, concerns, or whatever, just throw it in there. I will comment on it. Absolutely. Before I get started, in the description box below, there's a link. If you want to help support my channel out, I'd greatly appreciate it. I got 3 different members, like subscriptions, whatever you want to call it, to help support my channel. I got the first one's called the Saquon. It's $5.99 a month. Okay, you get certain membership perks to it. Then the second one is the Lawrence Taylor. That's $9.99 a month. And once again, you get some more perks, additional perks with that. Then the last one is called the Gridiron. If you really want to help support my channel, that's the big one. That's where you get a whole bunch of perks and everything. Once again, if that would mean so much to me. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you are, not subscribed, click the subscribe button below, hit the bell icon. That way, next time I go live or put out a video or anything like that, you'll be notified. And then also in the description box below, I got a Facebook group. Okay, it's called the Gridiron. All right, absolutely, it's all about the Giants. Please feel free to like that one and follow it. I also have 2 Facebook pages that I have. One coincidentally is called the Gridiron as well too. If you can maybe like that one, follow that, I would greatly appreciate it. I'm up to about 253 people that have liked that one. And then also there's another one called This Day in Giants History. It's a page that I have as well too. Okay, I'm starting that one. I put out videos pretty much like every day. Like what I'll do is what I did recently was I put out today's the 17th. So I put out a video. It was the Eagles came to play the Giants in 1993 on October 17th, 1993, the Eagles and the Giants. I found a video, for some of the highlights on YouTube, put that out there, put a little short explanation of the game. So what I try to do is every day try to update that. So what I'll do is tonight before I go to bed, I'll put a video out on this date in Giants history for October 18th. I'm not sure what the day is or what year it is. I'm not saying what year it is, but I'll put a video out, on something. So just this day in Giants history. Once again, if you want to click on that and follow that, that would mean so much to me. I greatly appreciate it. But what I want to do tonight here, okay, is I want to go over the Giants, the team and the player grades, okay, after the Week 6 win, okay, against the Baltimore Ravens. Now, start off as usually with the offense. Okay. Now I'm not sure. You got Tyree Phillips, right? He was in there. Now he was in there for 7 snaps, 7 run blocking snaps. So I'm not exactly sure. I did not check to see if like maybe they had a heavy run. Maybe they had some extra offensive linemen in there, on some of the plays and all. But they got Tyree Phillips in here, who's graded out number 1. He graded out an 80.3. Now, we don't have too many guys out here that graded extremely well. Only a couple guys that didn't grade out too well. But Tyree Phillips was in there for left tackle. Let me see here. It's Andrew Thomas had Andrew Thomas was in there for all of them. Andrew Thomas was in there for 64 snaps. So maybe they had like a jumbo package in there, and they had Tyree Phillips in there for some of them. Okay. But he graded out at 80.3 overall. His run blocking grade was a 72.9. Okay. oddly enough, I'm a little shocked about this one, okay? But Ben Bredesen, okay, our left guard, he played all the snaps, okay? Who do we got? We got, okay, obviously we got Glowinski, we got Bredesen, Neal, Andrew Thomas, and Feliciano. Feliciano missed a few snaps, looks like here. Joshua Zuda was in there for a few snaps as well, too. So we had some. We're gonna go over this. Okay, this will be interesting. But Ben Bredesen, our left guard, played every snap. Okay, graded out at a 78.8. His pass blocking 87.4. Very, very good. His run block was a 72.5, graded out of 78.8 overall. 87.4 pass blocking grade. Wow. Okay. Then, welcome back to the big leagues, bucko. Wan'Dale Robinson, okay, graded out at a 76.6. He was only in there for 15 snaps, okay? But let me say, was it 3? Yeah, 3 receptions, I think it was. Okay. So let's just go with this. All right. All right, here we go. He was in there for 15 snaps, 3 runs, and 12 passes. So in the 12 passes, pass plays, 12, he caught 3 balls. So basically 1 out of every 4 times he was on the field that Daniel Jones got dropped back to pass, he caught a pass. 1 out of every 4 times. Very impressive. So if he was on the field, I'm just saying at that rate. Okay. And Daniel Jones was on, drop back to pass, say 40 times, just throwing a number out there. Okay. He would have caught 10 balls. So 1 out of every 4 times, Daniel, he completed a pass to him. So I wasn't exactly sure. I knew he wasn't on the field every play. He's on a pitch count, just coming back from an injury. But man, 3 catches out of 12 pass attempts, passing plays, 3. And he had a touchdown. Okay. Very, very impressive. Very impressive. I mean, that's what we need. We need that. Especially, my goodness, if we can't get Kenny Golladay or Kadarius Toney, and we ain't going to get Sterling Shepard back again this year. If we can't get those guys, we need somebody. Now, as I said, he was only on there for 15 snaps. Maybe next week it's 20, 25, right? Maybe the following week it might be 25 or 30. We'll have to wait and see. Then they got the bye week, okay? So then maybe if we're lucky, maybe when we come back from the bye week, we got a home game. I think it's against the Texans, I think it is, right? Maybe he'll be good to go. Maybe he'll be on the field for 30, 40 snaps, whatever it is. That would be fantastic because we could certainly use him out there. All right. Then this is, it's a little surprising. Okay. Mark Glowinski, our right guard. So our left guard and our right guard, though, is the 2 highest graded offensive linemen. According to Pro Football Focus, okay, Andrew Thomas had a little bit of a rough game, okay. But Mark Glowinski rated at 72.5. Okay. Evan Neal, okay. Evan Neal. Every week he's been getting better. And I'm going to check this out. Evan Neal, the right tackle, graded out of 70.5 overall. Run blocking 69, pass blocking 68.8. Now, let me check him out. I think every week he's gotten better. Week 1, Tennessee, graded out of 40.1. Then it was Carolina was a 54. Okay, not every week got above. All right. But then he took a little step back against the Cowboys, okay, because they got a good front. Let's not get ourselves there, okay? He was a 45.9. But since that, okay, since Dallas, it was a 45.9. Then against the Bears, he was a 51.8. Against the Packers, 56.4. This past week against Baltimore, 70.5. Huh? 68.8 pass blocking, 69 on the run blocking. Okay. This was his second best overall pass blocking grade and his second overall best run blocking grade so far for the season. So looks like, I'm not saying he's going to continue every week, keep getting better, but maybe he's got that little Andrew Thomas kind of thing going on. We obviously had the struggles early, right? But things will start turning around. And maybe by the end of the season, he'll be, a lot better than he was in the beginning. Second season, as long as he can stay healthy and all that, we'll probably see a little more improvement, right? So it looks like things are getting better for Evan Neal. No shocker there. I mean, you just seen that the guy's a freaking winner. The guy takes his job extremely seriously, right? Do I want him to be an all-pro in this? Absolutely. But, I mean, is he going to be? Who knows? But what he showed early on with some struggles and all that, he's going to get that. He's going to get that fixed, okay? Then, of course, then we had Daniel Jones, okay? He graded out at 67.9, right? Good old Saquon with his shoulder, 67.1. He was asked after the game, hey, how's the shoulder? They asked in the press conference and all that. And he said, oh, fine. So don't know, exactly the truth on that and all that and everything, but we'll have to see. But I mean, I said, we got 2 more games and then we have a week off. So to get some guys healthy again. Okay. Then after Saquon, then we had Andrew Thomas, 64.5. Okay. Pass blocking 67.8. His run block was a 59.8. So that was like probably his worst performance of the year so far. Then we got good old Richie James. He was only in there for 22 snaps. He rated out of 62.1. Chris Myrick. He's only in there for 27 snaps, 61.2. Okay. Marcus Johnson was in there for 39 snaps, 60.3. Okay. Then John Feliciano, he was in there for 60 snaps. Now, somebody else, not sure who it was. He was only in there for 60 snaps. So somebody else snapped the ball a couple times. I'm not exactly sure who it was. But Feliciano graded out of 60.3. Gary Brightwell, he was only in there for 1 snap. He graded out of 60. Xavier McKinney, not exactly sure what the heck that. I'm not exactly sure. They got Xavier McKinney in there. David Sills was in there for 23 snaps, graded out of 57.6. Matt Breida was in there for 15 snaps, graded at 57.5. Joshua Zudu, he was in there for 4 snaps, graded at 54.7. His pass blocking grade was once again very, very, was 27.7. So he's got some developing to do. Hopefully, I mean, between him and McKeithen, hopefully, if nothing else, hopefully we can get some good quality depth from those guys. But looks like Zudu's got, he's got some learning to do. And we got Tanner Hudson. He was only on it for 8 snaps altogether, graded at 51.8. And Darius Slayton, who I believe the week before was our number 1 overall guy. This week, he's the worst guy. This week, he was in there for 44 snaps, graded at 47.9. So let me check him out. Yeah, he was our number 1 guy last week. He was in there for 33 snaps last week. He graded at 89.6. This week, he was in there for 44 snaps, graded out of 47.9. So he kind of went the exact opposite way. I mean, the Giants overall, I mean, who we got? Bellinger had 5 receptions. Wan'Dale Robinson, caught 3 balls out of 12 passing attempts, right? So he had a very, very good game. Marcus Johnson only caught 2 passes. Darius Slayton only had 1 ball. Darius Slayton was on the field for all those snaps, caught 1 pass. Right. Richie James just caught 2 balls. Breida caught 2 out of the backfield. Saquon caught 3, and David Sills had 1. So somehow we had 19 completions. Okay. I mean, we only had 173 passing yards. Then you take the sacks away, we had even less. We ran the ball 31 times for 83 yards. Now, it doesn't matter, but I mean, Saquon could have gotten an extra couple yards. He could have ran the ball in at the end of the game instead of taking the knee, which is the smart thing to do to run the clock out to win the football game. Okay. But he could have gotten an extra 2 yards, scored a touchdown. And the Giants somehow, let me see here. Is it 238 yards? I mean, there's all kinds of ways to win football game. Okay. Somehow the Giants with 238 yards of offense. You know how just sad that is? Sad. Yeah, obviously the thing is to win the football game. And that's what the Giants did. You know, at the end of the day, if you win, you walk off the field, you got more, points than the other team. That's all that matters. But 238 yards of offense. I mean, that is sad. Very, very sad. All right. Oh, Ronnie. I was at the game in the fourth quarter. It was awesome. Yeah, I heard. They said the place was like going freaking bananas. They said that there's like people were like, never heard it that loud. I can understand, especially in years. Because my God, when we had anything to cheer about in years. Wandale was really good. Dexter had a great sack. Yeah, Dexter had a great game. I'll tell you what, that freaking dude's he's cashing in. He's not going to get Aaron Donald numbers, but he's sexy Dexter. He's going to be a rich man. Yeah, Wandale, I said he was on there I was reading off 12 pass reception, plays, 12 passing plays. He caught 3 balls out of 12. So if he was on, he would have had a real good game if he wasn't on a pitch count. Neal was playing solid and improving. Yeah, this was like his best game overall. Seems like he's getting a little better. He came out of the game dangling his shoulder and then went right back in. O'Neal? Wow. But hopefully hopefully it's nothing long term or not. He had a good game. So this the one thing is, I'm reading off these grades here. We got Neal had a good game. Bredesen had a good game. Glowinski had a good game. Offensive, we just, Daniel Jones got sacked 4 times. We couldn't run the ball. I just kind of, but we won. And that was it. But we won. That's it. That's all that matters. But the Giants, if Saquon ran the ball in at the end of the game, we actually somehow would have had 31 points and we had 238 yards of offense. The Ravens had over 400 yards of offense. And right? Barkley's shoulder was dangling. Yeah. Oh, okay. But Saquon. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure if you meant Neal or what. Yeah. Hopefully, hopefully he can hack it. Hopefully for these next couple of games. There ain't no easy games. It's not like, we're playing Jacksonville. He won't need his shoulder for it. Every game's going to be tough. It doesn't matter who we're playing. But hopefully, hopefully if he can hack it, then we got that week off, that bye week. They just rest up and hopefully he'll be good to go. It's, whatever's wrong with it, if it's bad or what, they're keeping it on a down low. So, I'm sure he'll be limited in practice this week. I'm sure of that, But a win's a win. Don't matter how you do it. And on the defense here, Sexy Dexter was number 1. 89.5 he graded out overall. He's let's see, what's he had so far in the season? On the season, okay, he's a 90.3 overall. Against Chicago, he was a 92.7, 79 against the Titans, 77.3 against the Cowboys, 70 against the Packers. He's grading out at 90.3 overall. He's got 4 sacks with 6 games. He's got 4 sacks. So, Sexy Dexter, he's going to cash himself in on a good thing the Giants picked up his 50-year option, right? Julian Love, 78.4. Of course, that interception at the end of the game was huge. Just a smart play. He said he was reading, Lamar Jackson's eyes, just following his eyes. He seemed like he kind of like locked in. I forgot who the receiver was, but he was way, it wasn't like he was at the line of scrimmage. Because after the ball got snapped past him, he's such a phenomenal athlete. He goes back, picks the ball up, and he's running around, like a schoolyard game, right? But he was like so far behind the line of scrimmage that he threw the ball. The ball traveled pretty far, and it wasn't like, a laser shot or anything. Julian Love just kind of seemed that he said that he baited him, I guess, made him feel like the wide receiver was a little more open than he actually was. So he threw the ball and he just got in front of it and picked it off and got it down, like the 13-yard line or so. I mean, huge. Then, of course, Kayvon with the strip sack at the end of the game there with Leo the Lion landing on it, ended the game. Right. Ryder Anderson, he was only in there for 5 snaps. He graded out 70.4. Leonard Williams, welcome back, Leonard. He was in there for 54 snaps, 69.5. Okay. So he had a brace on and everything. So hopefully he'll be getting better as time goes by. Darnay Holmes, he was in there for 10 snaps, 67.4. Fabian Moreau, another good game, 59.9. So he's in there for 59 snaps. So he's doing a very solid job for the Giants. His tackling, once again, was 80.9. He's very good at tackling. Adoree Jackson, he was in there for all the snaps. He graded at 59.5. Kayvon, 49 snaps, graded at 59.2. His run defense and his tackling was a little suspect. Apparently, his run defense was at 42.4. So, I mean, the Giants, the run, I mean, maybe Sexy Dexter and Leo, that maybe, helping out up front. But, I mean, the guys behind their front, I mean, you're going to see here. Start seeing a little theme here, okay? 3 out of the 4 guys with the worst grades are the guys that's supposed to be helping clog up the holes, and that did not exactly happen. Now, the Ravens got they got some big guys. They got Zeitler. They got some good run blockers. But, I mean, the guys in the second level, I mean, just before, like the inside linebackers and the safeties walking up in the box, did not have a spectacular game. Jihad Ward, graded out of 59.2. Xavier McKinney was graded out of 58. Nick Williams, 57. Oshane Ximines, graded out of 55.7. Okay, you got Justin Ellis, was only in there for 13 snaps, graded out of 54.2. But now they got the final 4 guys here. 3 out of the final 4 guys, okay. Dane Belton, okay, graded out of 36.4. His run defense was at 29.8. So a lot of times he was in the box, okay, maybe helping, and he just got blocked, okay. Toman Fox, right, he was only in for 12 snaps. He graded out of 32.4, but his run defense was at 36.6, okay. Tay Crowder, once again, he was in there for 40 snaps, graded out of 29.6. His run defense was at 47.4, and Jalen Smith had a little bit of, according to Pro Football Focus. That's all I'm going by here, okay? He was in there for 32 snaps. He graded out of 27.1. His run defense was a 41. So now, these are the guys here, the 3 out of the bottom 4 guys that are in the box, reasonably responsible for clogging up the holes in the middle. Even Sexy Dexter said that they didn't do a very good job. I mean, you got to give the Ravens credit too, but I mean, to give up over 200 yards is not impressive at all. But I mean, you'll see. I mean, there were some holes there. I mean, I'm trying to think how many yards. Let me see here. I got the box score here. We got Kenyon Drake. He had 119 yards, 10 carries, 100. I mean, every time he caught the ball, ran the ball. It was just like, I mean, whew. He had a long run of 30 yards. Of course, that was the touchdown, so he could have gotten even more if he didn't run into the end zone. Lamar Jackson at 25-yard. I mean, Dobbins, they did a good job on him. 7 carries for 15 yards. But, I mean, Kenyon Drake, I mean, wow. Yeah, I mean, you tip your cap. I mean, had a good game. A good game running the ball, good blockers and all that and everything. But what we got here? We have to get everyone healthy. Yeah. We got to get everybody healthy. I mean, we need as much health as we can possibly get. We have to get everyone healthy. Can we win a few more wins? Yeah, I mean, as I said, we got Jacksonville. Then we got let me see here. I know we got Seattle, right? Then we got the bye. Then we got the Texans. Is it gonna pop up? Yeah, okay, it's gonna pop up here. Then we got the Lions. Yeah, I mean, so the next 4 games, I'm not saying we're going to win them all, but they're winnable games. The Jaguars, the Seahawks, the Texans, and the Lions. Okay. Then we got to go play the Cowboys. Okay. By that time, Dak will be back. Okay. So we won't be going up against Cooper Rush. Okay. You know, it'll be a tough game. But, you know, the Cowboys, I'm not saying we're going to lose, but I mean, the Cowboys have had our number of recent years. Right. Then we got to play the Commanders, the Eagles, and the Commanders. Okay. Then we got to finish up against, the Vikings, who are very good. Then we got to play the Colts. Then we got to finish up against the Eagles. Okay. So, I mean, we got, you know, what do we got? The next 4 games, we can win them all, or we can win each one of those. I'm not saying we're going to go 4-0. It would be nice, but then we got the Cowboys and we got the Commanders, right? And then we got the Eagles and we got the Commanders again, right? So we got, you know, 6 out of the next 8 games are certainly winnable. Not saying we're going to win them all, but I mean, we've had a difficult time with the Cowboys, and the Eagles are looking really, really good. As long as they stay healthy, the Eagles are going to be very, very difficult. Very difficult. KT was at the end, he had a video. He's like, I'm sorry, my emotions are showing. He was like crying and stuff like that and all and everything. Yeah, he was all fired up. That's good to say. So that's nice to say. Yeah. Settle down. Collins will be in this week as an extra. Yeah. I hope he is. I mean, I thought he'd be in this week, to be honest with you. I'm not exactly sure why. I didn't hear anything because it takes a little while to pick up to get the plays down and all of that. So maybe he wasn't quite ready for that. Don't know. But hopefully he'll be in there. And they struggled early in the game. Yeah, I know. It's like every week. Every week. Let me see what we got here. Hold on. Check this out here again. Every week. I mean, who was it? Was it the Bears game? Oh, because it wasn't the Ravens, it wasn't the Packers, it wasn't the Cowboys. No, it had to be the Bears game. That was the only game we scored any. What we got? Yeah, we scored 2 touchdowns in the first half. Right? And again, we scored 7 points against the Ravens. Right? Let's see here. 7 points against the Ravens in the first half. We had 10 points against the Packers, but we were down 20-10. You know, we had 6 points, I think. We got shut out against the Titans. The Panthers, I think we had 6 points. We had 6 points against the Panthers, and that was from 2 turnovers. Other than that, we didn't score. The offense really didn't score. Right? The Cowboys, we had 6 points and a half. 3. My bad. We had 3. We had 3 points against the Cowboys. We had another 3 in the third quarter. Then we got a touchdown and we went up, right? We went up 13-6, right? Place is going crazy. Like, here we go. We're going to win again. And the Cowboys ran off the next 17 points. And so the Giants, every week, it's just starting off slow. I mean, we got to, somehow somewhere along the line, it's going to come back and bite us. I mean, you just can't. We'll score 3 points in the first half. No matter. We'll come back. We'll win. That's not going to happen. Of course, it helps if we wind up getting, some of our players back. Collins had to learn. Yeah. Okay. Playbook. Yeah. Yeah. So, I mean, hopefully he'll be in there this week. I'd love to see that, I really, really love to see that because I'm sure he's dying to get on the field. Absolutely. Absolutely. All right. Then we wrap this up here. I want to get the team grades in there. Now, once again, the Giants get no love whatsoever. The overall team grade from Pro Football Focus. Eagles are number 1, 83.8. The Giants, 60. Giants are number 29. The Giants are 5-1. And their overall team grade is a 65. Even the Texans, who are 1-3-1, who have a better grade than the Giants. Simply amazing. The Panthers, who are 1-5, have a better grade than the Giants. Offensive grades, who is that? The Browns are number 1, 79.8. All right, the Giants. Where are the Giants at? Giants are number 22, 66.8. Passing grade from Pro Football Focus. The Chiefs are number 1, 80.9. All right, the Giants are number 17, 66.3. Pass blocking grade. Eagles are number 1, 78.5. What do we got here? 78.5. The Giants are number 23, 59.3. Pass block grade. Receiving grade. The Patriots, number 1, 78.5. The Giants, because they have, Giants are number 28 overall. Receiving grade, 64.2. Running grade. The Browns are number 1, 89.0. Number 1. The Giants are number 17, 75.2. Okay. All right. Got a little love there. Run blocking grade. The Browns are number 1 at 77. The Giants are number 11, run blocking grade. All right. 64.8. Defensive grade. The Broncos are number 1, 80.9. They have a good defense. It's just their offense is just, whoo. Their offense is, brutal. Brutal. The Giants are number 27 overall. 27. They're 55.8. Run defense. Let's see. The Rams are number 1, 83.6. Run defense. The Giants are number 24, 50.7 run defense. Tackling grade. The Patriots, number 1, 79.8. The New York Giants are number 11, 60.9. Our pass rushing grade. Buffalo Bills, 86 overall. The Giants, wow, we are down there. No love here. Giants are number 26. 65 is our pass rushing grade. Coverage grade. Number 1 is the 49ers, 89.3. The Giants, they're at 52.1. Their coverage grade. And special teams grade, I know the Giants are not even close to number 1 here. The Jets are 91.9. They blocked a punt yesterday, I think it was. I think they blocked a field goal yesterday. So the Giants are number 27 overall, 59.3. Their special teams grade. So the Giants don't get much love at all. What we got? Collins isn't learning. Yeah, lots of that's crazy. Yeah. I mean, Giants, they don't get no love at all. But as long as you get the W, that's all that matters. And I said the next 2 games are certain, they're going to go on the road for both games. Okay. Got to go to Jacksonville and then got to go to Seattle. All right. Without, Geno Smith's been doing a very good job. I mean, they've been doing a decent job. But, Geno Smith can struggle. Geno Smith can have his problems. We got to find a way to cover Metcalf. That's boom. Just the way we had to try to cover Andrews here, and we didn't do a phenomenal job of it. We need to find a way to cover Metcalf because Metcalf can take it to the house. Andrews, right, the tight end for the Ravens, he just gets open. He catches the ball. You tackle him. They move the chains. Metcalf catches the ball. Sometimes you tackle him, sometimes you don't. Sometimes he takes it to the house. So we got our work cut out for him there. And then also the last time we played in Seattle was in 2020. There was no fans in the stands. We wound up beating them, shocked them, right? But this time the 12th man is going to be there. It's going to be really loud. The Giants got to be prepared, a lot of silent counts and all that and everything. So it's going to be a tough game. But that's in 2 weeks. This week coming up is going to be against Jacksonville. Okay. So, winnable game, very winnable game, but you have to go out and you have to win the game. But anyway, that's, it's been 34 minutes. Anybody? Ronnie, thank you so much. Thank you for the 150 comments you got here. Thank you. Because nobody else commented. So once again, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. or anybody watches the replay of this. As always, guys, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. You guys absolutely rock. And as always, you guys stay safe out there and go Giants. Woo!